8 laps. Bobby Castlevetter, John Hobbs bring the field off for turn 4, and the green is out. Castlevetter darts into the lead in the Froggy FM ARL Trucking 27C. John Hobbs is still second. Schernhofer is third. Ray Brown runs fourth in car 43. Schernhofer trying to put a little heat on John Hobbs for second. Out in front, showing the fast way right now is Bobby Castlevetter. Hobbs in the 28 into the wall up in turns 3 and 4. Trying to limp that car to the pits. It looks like something broke on the left front of the car. The wheel was wobbling badly before he got into the wall. There goes the left front wheel. John comes to a stop right there at the pit entrance. His wheel. Let's get back racing now with 4 laps to go. Schernhofer on the outside takes the lead away from Bobby Castlevetter. Tommy's had an up and down year. He's picked up his first career win, but he's also had a couple of very hard crashes. The Cricket Cell Phones Boulevard Automotive number 8 showing the way as they head into turn number 1. Castlevetter has dropped to third now as Ray Brown is second, and Larry Marks challenging Castlevetter for third. One more lap to go. Boulevard Automotive Cricket Cell Phone Schernhofer Welding 8 of Tommy Schernhofer Jr. out of Dormont, your leader over the Nick's Auto Sales 43 of Ray Brown. That's the way they'll finish. 1 and 2. Oh, look out, Castlevetter into the wall, up on the wall and back down. He'll limp home fourth. Third will go to the 17 of Larry Marks. Second of their 2 heat races is underway as they race down the front stretch into turn number 1. Jim Steffens, the leader. Mike Cecere going in hard on the bottom in car 35. Pete Reck will be second, Cecere third as they exit turn 2. Steffens in front. Jesse Burrows moves to fourth. Cecere moving to second. Nick Durant's fifth, then Kirk Young and Brandon Burgoon. All trying to track down the 84 of Jim Steffens. Jesse Burrows now into third. The 9W passing the 9R. Reck trying to get back around Jesse to the outside in turn 4. They'll follow him down the front stretch. Kirk Young off the pace in the 5Y. The Bridgeville Automotive Gearhead Graphics 5Y. Turning left into the pits, coming off the 4th turn. Halfway, 4 laps to go. Jim Steffens in command. Mike Cecere second. Burrows third, Wreck fourth. Durant's trying to hold off Brandon Burgoon for fifth. Burgoon to the inside of Durant's. Moving up a spot to fifth. Colbert's Collision, Bobby's Lounge. Ola Tower View Service 84, Jim Steffens driving off here. 6 laps are down. Coming for the white flag. He's a past winner of the Fall Classic, the Chuck George Memorial. Otto Baldwin in the 84, picking up the second heat race win for the Advanced Auto Parts Limited Lage, Jim Steffens. The Leschak Automotive 35 of Mike Sears second, and the Brockers Machine 9W of Jesse Burrows. Pete Reck, Brandon Burgoon, and Nick Duras will follow Jim to the checkered flag. Check out the new Pittsburgh t-shirts just delivered tonight. Green is out. Lepro in the 6, Gunn in the 14. Wheel to wheel, side by side, but not for long. Gunn takes the lead down the back straightaway. Lepro second, Hodgkiss third. Ben Miley fourth, Mark Motes is fifth. Into the wall, the 3 of Bob DiGiulio up in turn 4. Caution. Caution is out. Off at turn 4, the green is back out. Down the back chute, it's still the West Mifflin Collision 14G of Gunn. Lepro, Hodgkiss, and Miley have a good battle going on behind him. Chris Schneider, the 55. Look out, Sheriff. He's allowed to take your cone. He's really run on the inside of the racetrack. He moves up in front of Miley, but it doesn't last. Schneider keeps going. Caution is out for the 12 of Butch D'Antonio. John Hodges will try his luck alongside the 14G of Scott Gunn. Lepro with a good restart on the inside. He moves back to second. Relapse in the books. Timmy Gold to the inside of Ben Miley, trying to take fourth down the back straightaway. Chris Schneider's right in that mix again in the 55. Gold in the 2G, moving up a spot. Gunn leads the Bud's Place Zappy Oil 6 of Lepro. Then it's the Hodgkiss Construction Nigel Auto Solutions 69 of Hodgkiss, but on the charge is the Chem Oil Station Auto Parts 2G of Tim Gold. Gold moving to third. Chris Schneider continues to charge toward the front. The 55 car is up to fourth. Gunn by half a straightaway over Lepro. One more lap to go, one to go. Things tightening up for second. The 6 of Jim Lepro, the 2G of Tim Golden, the 55 of Chris Schneider. Here comes your winner off of turn 4. Checkered flag is waving for Scott Gunn. Second will go to Gold, and I think Schneider got third. Off of 4 they come. Green is out. It's Appolito with the lead. Flinner powers to second. Flinner powers to first. Geisler chases him down the back straightaway. He's up to third. Geisler now to second. Flinner in front. Appolito third, then Luria, Davis, and Baker. The F1 of George Dayab saved it. Looked like he was going to buy the wall in a big-time fashion. Steve Baker now to fourth in car 0. The Johns Towing River Salvage 48 of Flinner, your leader over the Cochran Automotive 1C of Geisler. Then it's the Heinrich Construction Advanced Auto Parts 77 of Appolito, and the Farm Used Auto Parts Richard Construction 0 of Baker. Then the Rosewood Manor Nursing Home 7M of Rayland, Ohio's Michael Davis 5th. Flinner continues to pedal the metal. Geisler not far behind. Lynn able to close the gap into turn 4. Pulls alongside down the front straightaway into turn number 1. These two battled for the championship at Lernerville. Geisler again to the inside of Flinner as they race off at 2, but can't make it stick down the back straightaway. Halfway this time, 5 more laps to go. Rich Appolito still third. Stevie Baker is fourth. Baker now to the inside of Appolito, making the pass for third, your points leader. Two more laps to go. 2 laps to go. Danny Rich moves to 5th in car 67X. Geisler trying to close back in. Struggled that time through 3 and 4. Got in the whoop-de-doos down on the inside and lost his momentum. 1 lap to go. The Johns Towing Bryan Equipment River Salvage 48, John Flinner brings the field off at turn number 4 and picks up the checkered flag. Lynn Geisler second. Steve Baker third. Rich Appolito fourth. And Danny Rich completes your top 5. The Pappy Kessler Memorial tonight. Green is out. The Calusi Chevy H1 of Jared Miley coming off a 5th place finish at Dog Hollow last night. His career best in the late models. Takes the lead into turn number 3. Keith Rodriguez was second. DJ Miller in the 81 is now second, coming off of 4. Awatal in the 02 around the 29 of Rick Heim for 4th. Now putting the heat on the 29R of Rodriguez. Ooh, close racing on the backstretch. Bradish is 5th and flying on the outside in the H&F Trucking 09. He swings around to Tallow for 4th. Lou now dives to the inside of Vitale in turns 1 and 2. Bradish moves to third, dropping Rodriguez to fourth. Jared Miley still your leader. The J&D Towing, 81 of Miller is second. Bradish up high in turn 4, scrubbing off some speed at to complete lap number 4. Gary Noliger in the 38 has spun out in the 4th turn. The caution is out. We'll tighten things up. Gary hasn't been here for a few weeks. Jared Miley, DJ Miller bring the field to the restart. Green is out. Oh, Lou Radish going for it on the low side. The H&M Trucking 09 to second, trying to run down Miley down the back straightaway. It's Jared in front, Bradish second. Wow, Bradish hard, and I mean hard into turn number 3. 2 to go. Four to go. Dave Wade trying to get by Awatala for fourth. The Yingling 76 and the Todd's Auto Body 02. The Calusi Chevy H1 of Jared Miley, your leader. Bradish second, Miller third. Davis is pitted. Dave Wade still fourth, Awatala fifth, and it's the 29s of Rodriguez and Heim. Bradish is closed right in on Jared again. Jared, meantime, leaves Lou behind, exiting turn 2. Awatala's back into fourth. 1 to go. Uh-oh, Awatala, the 0-2, smoke under the hood of the Todd's Auto Body. American Environmental Services rocket. He has shut her down. Gary Noliger also pitting in car 38. Checkered flag for Jared Miley. Lou Bradish second. DJ Miller is third. Then it's Dave Wade, Keith Rodriguez, and Rick Hine. Here's Pennzoil Pure Stocks 10 Nick Chuba, Randy Balknet in the 11 car, Bobby Schwartzmiller the 28, AJ Poljak the 36, Ken Puglisi Jr. in the 06. AJ Poljak trying to sneak in the middle of a couple of cars. It's Kamaker to third. Kachuba fourth by a bumper over Poljak. Ron Patchen running sixth. Randy Balknet, who again drove the white 21R here the last couple of years, jumped in the Vasco 11 tonight, and he's your leader. This is a car that EJ Vasco drove very successfully last year and drove it once earlier this year. EJ has moved to Florida. It's kind of hard for him to make that commute to be here on Saturday nights. Your points leader, Craig Kamaker, is your new leader in the 72B out of Hopewell. Oh, there goes a wheel off the Poljak 36 into the number 1 Cochran sign up there in 3 and 4. Off we go. It's still Kamaker. Balknet trying to battle back on the high side. Schwartzmiller in third, Opachin fourth, now Kachuba fifth. Schwartzmiller into second. Two more laps to go. Ron Opachin in the 51, diving to the inside of Randy Balknet in the 11. The battle continues for third. Checkered flag is waving for Kamaker. Schwartzmiller second. Balknet gets third. Opachin fourth. Nick Kachuba fifth. Friday, November 11th. Green is out. Jeff Bronaszewski, the Taylor Auto Body. Tomai's towing 08 in front. Hobbs second. Bill Robertson putting the pressure on for second with Tim Fulmer right with him in the 00. Fulmer now gains the advantage on Robertson and dives to the inside of the racing vet, Dr. John Hobbs. Jeff Bronaszewski still in front. Fulmer now second. Hobbs third, Joe Anthony fourth, Bill Robertson's back pedal to fifth. The Comcast 00, Tim Fulmer closing the gap a bit on the leader, Jeff Bronaszewski. Dr. John Hobbs still third. Joe Anthony, Bill Robertson, Aaron Jones has joined the mix as well in the 66. Halfway, 4 to go. Close racing there down the front straightaway. Dr. John Hobbs still holding on to third. Joe Anthony is fourth. Then he give him a little bump and bang in there a couple of times. It's Bronaszewski in front. Second is Tim Fulmer. 2 to go. Fulmer looks to the inside of Bronaszewski off of 4 down the front straightaway. It's about as close as you can get into turn 1. Jeff able to get on the gas just a bit quicker there in turn 2, but down the back straightaway. Here comes Fulmer battling back. It's Bronaszewski by a car length into 3. Hobbs third. Aaron Jones now to the inside of Joe Anthony. Closest race of the night. 1 lap to go. Bronaszewski by a hood leads that lap. Dr. John Hobbs, Aaron Jones, Joe Anthony all together. Anthony gives the doctor a little bump draft down the back straightaway, pushing him forward. Checkered flag is waving. This one is up for grabs. Here they come off of 4. It's going to be Bronaszewski by a hood. Fulmer second. Aaron Jones getting third. Dr. John Hobbs fourth. Joe Anthony the 17 completes your top 5. From Cranberry Township, the 22 is Don Bowerly Jr. from Blawnox. Green is out. Aaron Frazier, your leader, as they bunch up behind him down the back chute. Jake Simmons looks to the inside. Robinson third. Sean Bryan and Steve Webb are right there in the mix as well. Darrell Robinson to the inside of Jake Simmons. Wheel to wheel. Door to door. Robinson with the advantage for second in turn 4. Frazier still your leader. Darrell Robinson pulling right alongside as they head into 1. Darrell Robinson now by just a nose into turn 3, your new leader. Steve Webb finds some room on the low side. He wheels the 27W to third. 3 laps are down. Halfway. Steve Webb moves to second. The L&M Deli Marts, Mengen's Auto Machine, Auto Parts Exchange. 27W on the charge here, trying to track down the Morrow Auto Mall 1R of Darrell Robinson, which I believe is sporting a for sale sign. Aaron Frazier third, Jake Simmons fourth, Sean Bryan is fifth in car number. Oh, your second place car has himself a little bit of a problem on the back straightaway. It was awfully diagonal there for a while. He straightened it out, but he drops all the way to 4th. The 27W is Steve Webb. Don Bowerly pitting in car 22. Big lead for Darrell Robinson. Second right now behind Craig Hammaker in the point standings. But a distant second, 1 lap remaining. Aaron Frazier, Jake Simmons, Sean Bryan and Steve Webb, then Mike Crush and Jim Moore. Checkered flag waving for Darrell Robinson. Aaron Frazier second, Jake Simmons third, Sean Bryan fourth, and the 5 car of Mike Crush will just win the race for 5th. 8 of David Mercer from Wellsville, Ohio. Green means go, and off they do go with Kurt Habadell darting into the lead. Bobby Watt runs second. Tassine in the 10 is third. Mitch Bassich in the B55 charging on the inside. Habadell in front. Tassine trying to take second away from Bobby Watt. Bill Westlake a scratch in car 51 from this race. He slowed down in fast laps. His car's parked behind his trailer there. Habadell out in front. Tassine now second and going for the lead into turn number 1 with a burst coming off that 4th turn. The Tubbs Auto DT Dyno 10 to the front. Black flag for the 48 of David Mercer, billowing a lot of blue smoke. Mike McKee is 4th, and Mitch Bassich and Cody Barrick. Habadell having himself a handful coming off the turns. That car wants to go straight to the wall. Bobby Watt had to do some evasive driving to avoid a wreck as Mercer continues to limp down the backstretch in the 48. This will be the halfway mark, 4 to go. Mike McKee to third. Bobby Watt has dropped to fourth in the 82. Habadell slowed for a minute there on the inside going into 3. McKee trying to charge by him and does to second. Habadell not trying to get back by Mike and does. Guys are slipping and sliding a bit. Bobby Watt gets back in the mix in the 82, trying to pass both McKee and Habadell. Big lead for Tessine, 2 to go. McKee second, Watt third, Habadell is fourth. One more time around. The DT Dyno. Woodruff Carbs, Tubbs Automotive 10 of Wayne Tessine, trying to close the gap in that tight points race in the E-Modifieds. Mike McKee having one of his better runs in the 33. He was one of the first, if not the first, amateur stocks to ever compete here a couple of years back as Wayne Tessine picks up the win. Mike McKee second, Bobby Watt third, Kurt Habadell fourth, Mitch Bassich fifth, then the 17 of Cody Barrick. Green is out. Niederreiter, the 68, with the lead. Mike Bassich in the 71 now challenging for the lead. Oh man. Bassich was trying to get underneath Niederreiter, who was going to the bottom of the racetrack. Kevin Miller in the 4M now to the inside of Joel Johns. Miller to third. Bassich tried to take the lead away from Niederreiter and does. The Blairmont Mechanical 71M of Mike Bassich in front. Here comes J.E. Stalter in the 17E, flying on the high side down the back chute. Kevin Miller, meantime, to the inside of Niederreiter. Stalter splits both of them in turn 4. J.E. likes to put the pedal to the metal. Out of Martinsville, Ohio, J.E. Stalter in the 17E up to second. Niederreiter third, Miller is fourth. Four laps are down. Bassich in front, J.E. Stalter running second. Bassich still your leader with 1 to go. Good race continues for third between the 4M of Kevin Miller and the 68 of Dennis Niederreiter. Checkered flag for Mike Bassich. J.E. Stalter gets second. Niederreiter will get third. Miller fourth. Joel Johns fifth. We have Joe Harvey from United now just coming down the pit road. Tom Martinek in front. Vince LeBoon in the 17L challenging him for the lead. Dale Charlier is third. Darrell is fourth. The A1 of Chuck Kennedy and the 48 of Denny Nakutis are next. Darrell Charlier trying to pass his dad Dale. Into turns 1 and 2. A little contact between the two. That was something to talk about after the race. Tom Martinek in front. Vince LeBoon second. RV 79 sounded like it jumped out of gear. We got a caution. Their season on Friday, September the 16th. Green is out. Tom Martinek is your leader. Vince LeBoon in the 17L second. Charging on the outside is the 12 of Darrell Charlier. Here comes the A1 of Chuck Kennedy as well. Using that high lane. Charlier now dives to the inside. He's challenging Martinek for the lead as they head into turn number 1. Kennedy gets a little high in 2 and drops back to 5th. And the Austin's A1. Bob Kennedy Ford Truck Parts car. Five laps are down. Tom Martinek, second in the point standings coming into tonight. Chuck Kennedy is turned around on the back chute. Caution is out for the A1 of Chuck Kennedy, so that lap won't count. Green is out. There goes Darrell Charlier in the 12. The Tri-State Motorsports, Boza Communications, Sodali Tropical Tanning, 12 in front with 1 to go. Dad Dale now challenging Tom Martinek for second. Vince LeBoon is 4th, Chuck Kennedy 5th. Off of 4, checkered flag is waving for Darrell Charlier. Tom Martinek second, Dale Charlier third. Then Vince LeBoon, Chuck Kennedy, and Bill Westlake. Ian Tomai has the lead in turn 2, which Mitch Waddlett in the 24, though, trying to pass him on the high side. Gary Catellis in the 1 to the outside of Tomai. Torrens in the 22 to the inside. Update from Heinz Field. It's Pitt 7, Notre Dame nothing. Mitch Waddle in front. Gary Catellus second. Mitch out of Scenery Hill. Catellus out of Monongahela. Points leader Robbie Torrance looking to clinch the title tonight. He runs in fourth behind the 21 of teammate Ian Tomai. Halfway. Gary Catellus trying to work underneath the 24 car of Waddle. Torrens and Tomai continue their wheel-to-wheel duel. Robbie now makes the pass. And Gary Catellus closing in again on the race leader and into turn 3. Wesley Wheeler right there in fifth in the 0-2, making it interesting for the 21 of Ian Tomai. One more lap to go. '24 car, Dennis Maffey and Mitch Waddle switching off and on the driving. Waddle the driver tonight. He gets a little high in turn 4, leaves the inside lane open, and Gary Catellus will take the checkered flag. So close to getting that first checkered flag was Mitch Waddle, but Gary Catellus stole the thunder. Maybe the slowest pace lap in the history of Pennsylvania Motor Speedway, about to come to an end. The green is out. Goldberg, your leader. Eric getting his first feature win back in early August. Davey Lee second, Todd Evans and Richie Cooper are next. Davey Lee giving Eric a run for the money as they head down the back chute. Davey now to the inside of Eric in turn 4. Here comes Davey, slingshot into the inside again in turn 2. Davey Lee takes the lead. Oh, Eric Goldberg is back in front. One lap remaining. Davey Lee making one more charge. Off of 4, it's going to be Goldberg taking the win. Davey Lee second. Todd Evans in the 5-star third. Former winner of this event from Baldwin, the 84, Jim Steffens. Row 2, your points leader. The 9W from Robinson Township, Jesse Burrows. Flanked by the 43 of Ray Brown from Hookstown. From Baldwin, the 35 of Mike Cecere. And in the 9 car from Castle Shannon, Pete Reck. The 04 of Brandon Burgoon from McDonald, the 65 of Bruce Takich from Coleraine, Ohio, Nick Duratz in car number 80 out of Cannonsburg, the 57 of Brian Hoffman from Scott Township, the 5Y of Kirk Young from Scott Township, the Mach 5 of Joel Johns from Pittsburgh. Coming out late, the 27C of Bobby Castlevetter from Moon Township. Here come your Advanced Auto Parts limited late models for the Jook George Fall Classic. Behind him, some of the best of the rest. Some of the other competitors here at Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway also showing their respect and remembering the late Jook George. Off of floor they come. The Jook George Memorial Fall Classic is underway for the Advanced Auto Parts limited late models. Look out into one. Burrows and Cecere come together. Bobby Castlevetter with a problem, obviously, in the 27C, is retiring to the pits. Jim Steffens in front. Larry Marks second. Ray Brown is third. Big lead here for Jim Steffens. Larry Marks trying to track him down. Brown third, Cecere fourth, Burrows fifth, and it's Pete Reck and Brandon Burgoon, and we got a caution. The 06 of John Kane and the 57, I believe, of Brian Hoffman. 06 John Kane, 57 Brian Hoffman up in turns 3 and 4. And the green is back out. Steffens in front, Marks second, Cecere is third, Ray Brown fourth, Tommy Schernhofer and Brandon Burgoon are right behind them. Big lead already for Jimmy Steffens. Schernhofer to the outside of Burgoon. We got a car off the pace. The 5Y of Kirk Young here in turn 4. Trying to get to the pits. Doesn't look like he's going to make it. The Bridgeville Automotive Gearhead Graphics 5Y of Kirk Young comes to a stop right there. Green waves and off we go. Steffens your leader. And spinning is the Mach 5 of Joel Johns in turn 2. Caution is out. Long way yet to go. 21 laps to the finish. Green waves another time. Brandon Burgoon on the outside trying to swing all the way to fourth and does. Larry Marks now taking a charge at race leader Jim Steffens. Down on the bottom in turn 4. "20 laps to go. It's Steffens in front. Marks second. Ray Brown third. Brandon Burgoon and Tommy Schernhofer, are wheel to wheel for fourth. Schernhofer down on the inside trying to move all the way to third. As he moves around the 43 of Brown. And now Burgoon to the inside of Ray Brown. Up into fourth. Brown is 5th. Mike Sears 6th. Your leader, Steffens. Tommy Schernhofer closing the gap on the 17 of Larry Marks for 2nd. Brandon Burgoon staying right with him too. The young guns, Schernhofer and Burgoon, trying to work their way toward the front. Jim Steffens with a big lead as he laps the 28s of John Hobbs the 2nd. Second, third, and fourth racing together into turn 3. Schernhofer up high in form. Brandon Burgoon moves to 3rd. Phil Luke on Rep Fab 04. Burgoon now quickly closing in on the 17 car of Larry Marks. Lap traffic ahead for your leader, Jim Steffens. Race for 2nd tightening up. We're halfway. Steffens trying to split the 2 cars, does. Larry Marks still 2nd. Burgoon 3rd, Schernhofer 4th, Ray Brown is 5th. Burgoon, contact with the 17 of Marks there in turn 4. Larry still 2nd, Brandon is 3rd. Straightaway lead for Jimmy Steffens. Burgoon to the inside of Larry Marks. Schernhofer right there as well. Contact between Marks and Schernhofer. He's straightening around. Burgoon now 2nd. 8 laps to go. Schernhofer continues to put the pressure on Larry Marks for 3rd. And he gets by Larry off of turn 2. Brandon Burgoon trying to cut into Jim Steffens' lead. We've seen Brandon put some late race charges on this year. He is really closing the gap. 5 laps to go. Jim Steffens won this race in 1999. Man, his lead is down to about 5 car lengths. It was a straightaway just a couple of laps ago. Catching him's one thing, passing can be something else. Here they come into 4. Burgoon looks to the inside. Off of 4 down the front straightaway. Wheel to wheel into turn number 1. Brandon Burgoon is your new leader. Burgoon started 10th. Now he's got traffic to deal with himself. Look at him go down the back straightaway like a hot knife through butter. Jim Stephenson led from the start. Tommy Schernhofer is 3rd. Ray Brown 4th. Larry Marks, who had been 2nd for so many laps, is now 5th. 2 to go. The white flag this time, 1 more lap. It'll be his 3rd win of the year if he can get it home. They're side by side ahead of him. And the biggest of his young career in his rookie season here at Pennsylvania Motor Speedway in the Phil Lucon Reb Fab. 0-4 out of McDonald. The Jook George Memorial Fall Classic goes to Brandon Burgoon. Steffen 2nd, Schernhofer 3rd, Ray Brown 4th, Larry Marks 5th, Mike Cecere spins on the final lap in the 35 car. All right, how about it, folks? He wins the Jook George Fall Classic, the biggest race of the year for the limited late models. Brandon Burgoon. Started 10th. I guess you're glad it was 25 laps and not 20, because it took you 21 to get to the lead.
Yeah, if it would have been longer, there's no way I would have made it.
What a run. You seem to have this knack for late race charges.
Yeah, I'm always terrible in the heat races, but feature time, we're always good.
Longer the race went, obviously, the better the car got. I mean, did it feel that it was getting faster?
Yeah, it felt really good on the bottom down here than on the top down here. It was awesome.
It just looks to me like you sort of wait around. I shouldn't say wait around, but you feel the car for a couple laps to find out where it is working best, and then you go.
Yeah, that's the idea. Feel the car and go where it wants to.
You caught Jimmy there so quick. Did you think he didn't know you were coming, or did you just said, let's go for it?
He probably didn't know I was coming. I caught him pretty quick.
And then when you got by him, you made some sweet moves through traffic.
Yeah, that traffic worried me there a little bit, but the hole opened up and we got through.
3 wins now, rookie year, and you won the big one, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad for a rookie.
People you want to thank?
What's that?
People you want to thank?
Phil Lucon, my dad, Rocket Chassis, Melcute Racing Engines.
You know, did you ever know Jook George?
No, I never knew.
Your dad probably raced against him quite a bit, his cars quite a bit, so congratulations.
Thank you.
How about a nice hand, folks, for Brandon Burgoon, the winner of the Jook George Fall Classic. Hornet, DJ Miller, and points leader Steve Baker paced the field. The Napa Late Models, Pappy Kessler Memorial. Green is out, and we're racing. Baker on the outside to the lead. Bradish quickly to 2nd. Miller is 3rd. Geisler 4th. Geisler to the inside of Miller, moving to 3rd. It's Baker in front, Bradish 2nd. Miller 4th, Gold is 5th. Red Miley in the H1 trying to move into 6th. Baker, Bradish, and Geisler separating themselves from the field. Lap traffic not far ahead as your leaders race into turn number 3. Red Miley now to 4th in the Calusi Chevy H1. trying to better his career best finish of last night of 5th. Miller is 6th, Gold 7th, Gunn is 8th, Lepro is 9th, and then Dave Wade and Chris Schneider. Baker, your leader in turns 1 and 2. Bradish now with Geisler closing in second. Baker around the outside of Butch D'Antonio, squeezing by. Bradish and Geisler trying to keep pace down the back chute. Baker trying to lap the 23 of Mark Moats. 7 laps are down. Car slowing in front of your leader as Baker scoots by the 69 of Hodgkiss. Gary Nolinger dropping out in the 38. We got a caution for the 69 of John Hodgkiss. Here they come off of turn number 4. Good restart for Baker. Bradish still second, Geisler third. Scott Gunn's picked up a lot of spots here early. He challenges Miley for 4th, and John Flinner, who started 12th, is now pressuring for the top 5 in the 48. Scott Gunn to 4th. John Flinner with a run off at 2, trying to close on Jared Miley for 5th again into turn number 3. Baker opening up some daylight in the Richard Construction Farm Used Auto Parts 0. Flinner around Miley for 5th. But he gets high in 4, and Miley will pass him back. 15 laps to go, 15 to go. Flinner back around Miley in 1 and 2. More traffic not far ahead. The 69 car stopping again. Slowing down here for the second time. Second caution charge to the 69 of John Hodgkiss. A little better this time, not starting quite as early. Off of 4 they come. The green is out. John Flinner down against the rail, trying to get around Scotty Gunn for 4th. Danny Rich charging up through there as well in the 67X. Flinner from 12th to 4th now. Geisler trying to put the pressure on Bradish for 2nd. The Danimal slides the 67X to 4th, dropping Flinner back to 5th. At least that's the way they were scored down the front chute. Flinner back around Rich in 1 and 2. Jared Miley now trying to get around Scott Gunn for 6th. Halfway. We got a spin in turn 2. 23 of Mark Moats. Caution is out for the 23 of Mark Moats. Green is back out. Flinner again diving to the very, very bottom into turn 1. Geisler able to get back around him in 2. Now Danny Rich back to the inside of Flinner into 3. Rich will be 4th, Flinner 5th. Flinner back to the inside of Rich, slides underneath him into 3 and 4. Danimal back around John in turn 4. Baker still your leader, Bradish second. Rich now shows his nose to Geisler. Nine laps to go. Danny Rich again to the inside of Lynn Geisler. Geisler still third, but not by much. Into turn 1. Rich leaning on that inside lane again. John Flinner trying to close back in the 48 as Jim Lepro's got a flat right rear tire in the 6 car and heads to the pits. Off of 4, the battle for third. Danny Rich being scored in third now. Geisler fourth. Caution is out, though. Caution is out for the 6 of Jim Lepro, who intentionally brought out the caution. Green is back out. Oh, Flinner and Rich into 1 and 2, and Rich goes around. Miley's collected. Michael Davis in the 7M and several other cars. '67X Danny Rich, the H1 of Jared Miley, the 7M of Michael Davis, 77 Rich Appolito, and the 12 of Butch D'Antonio. Green waving again. Flinner in on the bottom. He and Geisler wheel to wheel through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway into 3. Flinner slides in again on the inside of Geisler, trying to make the pass for third. Off of 4. It'll be Flinner third, Geisler fourth with 7 to go. Geisler trying to get back around John in turn 2. Down the back stretch, they're side by side. Dave Wade now around Scott Gunn for 5th. What a race we got going on for third. Flinner and Geisler. Geisler holds them off that time in 4. Five to go. .22 laps complete. Dave Wade trying to close the gap on John Flinner for 4th. The Yuengling 76 putting a late race charge on. Two more laps to go. Clear racetrack for the West Virginia Rim Rider, Steve Baker. Trying to notch his third win of the season and add to his points lead in the process. Takes the white flag. Lou Bradish has been chasing him from the start. Geisler third, Flinner fourth, Wade fifth, Gunn is sixth. Rodriguez having a good run in 7th. Gold is 8th. Danny Rich is in the top 10 and 9th, and Ben Miley runs 10th. It'll be his third win of the year. The Farm Used Auto Parts Richard Construction 0, Steve Baker. Lou Bradish just getting second ahead of Lynn Geisler. Flinner fourth and Wade fifth. Climbs out of the car, the winner of the Pappy Kessler Memorial, Steve Baker. Bill Kessler, the son of Pappy, down here to present Steve with the trophy. His car was chasing, you know.
Yeah, it sure was. You know, it's just great that I can race with Louis like that, and, you know, we race each other, and, you know, to tribute to Pappy Kessler and all the Kessler family that's been involved in this racetrack since it's been here, you know, as long as I can remember. And, you know, they've been a big supporter of this sport and this Speedway and the racing all the way around, and we're glad that Bill's still involved with it.
You know, you started up front, and I guess when you start up front, you're never quite sure what's going on behind you, but boy, this is like your car was phenomenal tonight.
Yeah, it was. The race car was just great. You know, the racetrack was really fast tonight. We made just one small adjustment on these Olin shocks before the feature, and that's what it took to get it done tonight.
Well, you know, I know originally you were planning not to be here next week because it's the Road 100 and your business commitments sort of require you to go to Eldora, but now you're leading the point standing, so what's the story?
I'm not sure. We'll discuss that here after a while, and probably this week, and then we'll see, you know, see where we're at and what's going on, and I don't know. This car will be here. I may not be in it, but this car will be here.
People you want to thank?
Everybody. You know, just thanks to all the people for coming out tonight. You know, think about everybody that's all the disaster that's going on right now. Keep them in your thoughts and prayers, and just again, thanks to everybody for coming, and thanks to all the crew and everybody that keeps us going.
How about a nice hand, folks? Stevie Baker, your winner tonight of the Pappy Kessler Memorial. A.J. Poljak's in the 46 in place of Mark Jaworski. A.J. Poljak is driving the 46 in place of Mark Jaworski. Sean Bryan has the lead. To the inside comes the 51 of Ron Patchen. Randy Bauchnet in the 11 is third as they race off of 4. Then the 66 of Aaron Jones. The 1R of Darrell Robinson. The 00 of Tim. Oh, Steve Webb in the 27 bouncing into the wall in turn 1. He's still on it. Comes down off now. Green is out. 27W Steve Webb slowly crawling down the back straightaway. Caution is out for the 27W of Steve Webb. 33 also pitting is Jeff Prasivich. Off we go again. Craig Kamaker. Who started 11th, has got the lead on lap 3. Darrell Robinson trying to get by Ron Patchen for second. Spinning is Bob Schwartzmiller in front of a bunch of cars, collecting the 10 of Nick Kachuba, the 37 of Frazier. Betts and Betts, Hobbs, and whoa, Jim Wagner in the 15 somehow snaked through there, but Mike Crush in the 5 was also involved. Green is out. Kamaker and Robinson, wheel to wheel. Craig with the lead in turn 4. '37 car wrecking in turn 3, and another car up there as well, right at the traffic light there in turn 3. Kamaker still your leader. Robinson second. Randy Balknet having a good night in the 11 cars. He sits in third. Tim Fulmer is fourth. Look out. Contact between Opachin and Aaron Jones. Jones looks like he might have a flat tire. He's able to cross the racetrack, and the green stays out. Ten laps to go. Tim Fulmer now in the 00. Challenging Randy Balknet for third. And he makes the pass. Coming to the halfway mark. Jake Simmons moves to fourth. A.J. Poljak pitting in car 46. Craig Kamaker looking for his fifth win of the year and a chance to sew up his first track title. 5 laps to do it. The Worley's Auto Hogger Excavating, Advanced Auto Parts 72. Started 11th, had the lead on lap number 3. And there he has stayed. Darrell Robinson still second. Tim Fulmer third. Jake Simmons closing in there, the fourth place car, the 68X. Bill Robertson's moved forward. He's fifth. Two laps to go. One more time around. The race is for third right now. Jake Simmons challenging Tim Fulmer. Craig Kamaker wheels her through 3 and 4 the final time. His fifth win of 2005 and his first track championship. Craig Kamaker. Darrell Robinson second. Tim Fulmer spinning almost. Jake Simmons will get third. Fulmer finishes fourth. Bill Robertson fifth. Came from 11th for the lead in lap 3. How about a nice hand, folks, for Craig Kamaker. That was with an exclamation point. You were in a hurry. You started 11th. You had to lead on lap 3.
Yeah, that bottom was hooking.
It was a little different track tonight.
Yeah, I almost hit the guy standing down there in the corner trying to tell people where to go.
Congratulations, not only the win, but I think this should clinch it, the championship.
I guess.
Yeah, come on, you got to get more excited than that.
I haven't been thinking about it all year.
Just keep racing, and at the end of the year, add them up and see who's first.
That's all.
Sometimes when you get into that point still, you can get yourself sort of like consumed with it.
Yeah, I had buddies out here that really got consumed with it and try not to think about it.
Well, congratulations nonetheless. People you want to thank?
All my sponsors, Morley's, Hogger Excavating, Bar None, Iron City Express. That's good enough.
All right, and his wife. All right, how about a nice hand, folks, for Craig Kamaker, your winner of the Icebreakers Pencil Pure Stocks. Green is out. Vince LeBoon leads them into turn 1. Oh, man. J.E. Stalter gets a bunch of people. We got a car up and over and over. I believe that's the A1 of Chuck Kennedy. '66 Randy McElhaney, 71 Mike Bassage, the A1 of Chuck Kennedy. Back underway. Vince LeBoon, your leader. Young Kevin Miller took the charge on down the back stretch. J.E. Stalter, that 17, he's got something loose or flapping off the back of the car. So he runs in the back of this lead pack. Kevin Miller is your leader. Vince LeBoon second. Kurt Habadell and Dale Charlier, Dale Charlier, excuse me, they've raced a few laps here over the years. Neck and neck for third and now challenging for second. Points leader Dennis Niederreiter is fifth. Habadell to second. Dale Charlier now to third. J.E. Stalter in the 17E moves to fifth. Look at this Kevin Miller go. The historic Route 6, always racing Pierce chassis out of Weirton, a rookie driver. We saw a rookie win earlier in the Joke George Memorial for the Limited Lates, Brandon Burgoon. And now Kevin Miller trying to do the same here in the Ewans. Daryl Charlier starting to move on the outside. Now in behind his father Dale into fourth, or is he? Here comes J.E. Stalter to the bottom side of the 17E. J.E. now challenging Dale for third. As Daryl goes to the outside. 3 wide for third, off at 2 down the back straightaway. Father and son on the outside, J.E. Stalter on the inside. Habadell is second. Kevin Miller is your leader. Things are tightening up in that race for second. Whoa, J.E. Stalter's right front wheel is up in the driver's compartment of Kurt Habadell's 50, and the caution is out. Eight to go. Kevin Miller had such a big lead. Daryl Charlier tried to take the lead away from Miller. Miller still in front. But Charlier wins the battle in turn 2, and he goes in front. Tries to drop to the inside, but Miller's back underneath him in turn 4. They got the tail of 2 ends of the track. Miller's the faster in 3 and 4, and Charlier's the quicker in 1 and 2. Dennis Niederreiter is 3rd, Dale Charlier 4th, Tom Martinek is 5th. Daryl Charlier opening up some daylight now. He won here just 3 weeks ago, the last race night, August 13th. Caution is back out. Laps to go. Kevin Miller all of a sudden shows his nose to Daryl Charlier, but it's still Charlier in front. Miller's second into 3. Into 4, though, it's Miller back in front. 2 laps to go. The historic Route 6 always racing 4M of Kevin Miller trying to hold off. Daryl Charlier's Totally Tropical Tanning, Bose Communications number 12. They've gone back and forth, 1 to go. First year of racing for Kevin Miller. Here comes Daryl Charlier closing the ground off at turn 2. Dale Charlier is 3rd. J.E. Stalter has charged his way back to 4th. Charlier nipping at the heels of Miller through 3 and 4, but Kevin Miller is going to score his first feature win. Daryl Charlier 2nd, Dale Charlier 3rd, J.E. Stalter 4th, Dennis Niederreiter 5th. First career win for Kevin Miller, carrying the checkered flag. As we said, this is rookie year, never raced anything even before. We talked to him earlier this year. He said, I sat up in the grandstands of many a Saturday night, always wanted to do it. Well, he's doing it. It was. How about a nice hand? Congratulations, Kevin.
Thank you.
It's not, well, you better get take care of business here first. It's not often you can lead a race like you let it, then lose the lead, and then get it back.
Yeah, that was tough to get it back from him. He's a pretty good driver.
Well, you're not too bad either. I interviewed you earlier this year. You never did this before. I'm still asking you that because I don't believe you.
No, I've never raced anything ever.
My gosh, you certainly have picked it up. Congratulations. You were persistent on that inside. It looked like all of a sudden there at the end, you got it going again in 1 and 2, and that was really where he was beating you.
Yeah. I noticed he was getting me there, so I tried to pick it up a little bit.
You picked it up fine. People you want to thank?
My mom and dad, Terry Suppa. That's about it.
That's about it? How old are you now?
I'm 23.
23, first win, first year racing. It's got to feel you're pretty proud, aren't you? You should be.
Yeah, I feel pretty good.
Well, you do. Congratulations. Have a nice hand. His first ever, Kevin Miller. Off we go. Wesley Wheeler leads them into turn 3. Ian Tomai and Robbie Torrance chase him there. Davey Lee in the 96 trying to work his way into the 714 of Eric Goldberg. Gary Catellis right there as well in the 1. Goldberg now challenging Torrance for third. Catellis right there. Richie Cooper in the 75, Pitty. Wesley Wheeler, your leader at the halfway mark, trying to get his first career feature win. Robbie Torrance is trying to sew up the championship. Four more times around. Wheeler from Rosslyn Farms. Comfortably ahead now. Ian Tomai still second. Eric Goldberg third. Then Robbie Torrance, Gary Catellis, and Davey Lee. They're side by side for fifth. Torrance gets a little height, about to make it 3 wide here, almost for fourth. Eric Goldberg and Ian Tomai are now fender to fender for second. Goldberg makes the pass with 2 to go. Gary Catellis ends up in third. Robbie Torrance fourth. One more lap. Second is up for grabs, but boy, there's no doubt about the leader. He is gone. Wesley Wheeler about to score his first feature win here at Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. Checkered flag is out, and he'll get it. Second to Gary Catellus. Goldberg third. Robbie Torrance fourth. And Ian Tomei fifth. Unofficially, Torrance will sew up the championship. All right, here he comes. His first ever win. Wesley Wheeler. I like your decal there. This is what it's all about, right? That's yours, the trophy.
Never thought we'd have so much close racing for a bag of chips.
That's what it's all about, man. Chips and a trophy.
This is great. I've been out here. This is the end of my second year now. Got going a little late, and this is just fantastic. Working real hard for this. Got to thank some people here. The Catellus family, Drew Catellus, Craig Catellus, Gary Catellus. They've been huge, helping me out with setups, keeping me going at the track. Also, the owner and operator of Domination Chassis, Jay Cooper. He does a lot of work off the track, does so much with the car that he can't be out here a lot of race nights. So just been looking for this for a long time, and these guys are tough, I tell you what.
You've made big strides. I can remember last year. You weren't anywhere near this.